Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We are here for I am here for our ROH live reaction. It's typically not a live reaction. ROH happened, it finishes a few minutes ago. Uh, this is a late reaction. This is kind of like a delayed reaction, kind of. Had some stuff come up, so that's why it's coming out later. But show must go on, as they say. Uh, Tonight's episode should be very good. This is the fallout from Supercard of Honor. Uh, but yeah, if you guys would like to watch along, you can watch along on Honor Club. I believe there's maybe some sites on YouTube that has it. But the best way to watch is through Honor Club that I recommend watching through. Uh, but yeah, let's let me get my Supercard of Honor on. As I said, this is a late reaction. Had some stuff come up. And wasn't able to make it to 6 o'clock. But normally, we'll always start at 6 o'clock here for ROH Honor Club, which I do recommend getting Honor Club if anyone hasn't. This is episode 6 of the new ROH. Yeah, press and play now. Here we go. See, I'm buffering up a little bit. Oh, I'm waiting on this. I was in his comments. Max Morris. Thanks for watching. It's gonna be tonight. But yeah, thanks for watching. All right, here we go. Well, not even an intro. We're going straight in. Christopher Daniels. He is going against the newly crowned ROH Pure Champion Shibata, who beat Wheeler Yuta at Supercard of Honor. And tonight it's going to be Shibata. As you can see from the thumbnail, Shibata versus Christopher Daniels for the Pure Championship. So that's probably why we're getting this. Raju, thanks for watching. Haven't seen you comment before, but thanks for watching. We had a very great Dynamite last night. Well, the show was great too, like the show itself, but we had a very great show here as well. A lot of new people watched. Max, who's your favorite? Was your doesn't mean my favorite match from Supercard of Honor. That's tough to say. Probably the ladder match, my favorite. With the Aussie Open, Top Flight, Lucha Bros, Lucha and Journalistico, Kingdom. It's probably my favorite match. I don't know, there's some other matches too that's pretty good. Oh yeah, we're still getting an intro. I don't know, Samoa Joe and Mark Briscoe was pretty good. And the new person, a part of the ROH commentary team, Nigel McGuinness, looks like. If anyone watched Supercard of Honor, you guys know that Nigel McGuinness debuted at Supercard of Honor during the it was like the pre-show. Like they announced that they had a special guest, and it was Nigel McGuinness. He did commentary for the entire night. So it looks like it's which, if you guys know, Tony Khan announced that Nigel McGuinness was all elite with All Elite Wrestling. So looks like he'll be with ROH full time doing commentary. But to me, I posted on my personal Twitter account, but the ROH commentary team is complete with these three. Like you got the original, well, not the originals, but the from the previous ROH before Tony Khan bought it. You got Riccaboni, Caprice Coleman, and now you got Nigel McGuinness, who is a former ROH World Champion. So yeah, I think this feels like the complete ROH announced commentary team. Yeah, so the first match is the Workhorsemen and Shane Taylor. Yeah, this match is Brooke Horseman and Shane Taylor versus Mark Briscoe and Lucha Bros. So this should be a pretty good match. Hope you guys can see me okay. Normally I have someone telling me if they can see and hear me. Lucha Bros. This is a six-man tag. I wish they would for the ROH tapings. At least, like this was after Dynamite, so they could have taken the blue and white rope and just had all red ropes. Then put the guardrails as ROH banner. But they did change the turnbuckles out to ROH. Of course, the graphics around the arena is ROH. But I'm glad they're finally putting the Workhorsemen on ROH. Like just for their Titantron, it makes you think of ROH. It's good to have the six-man tag and to see Shane Taylor continue to get used in ROH. The comment of his first match. Now we got about a total of 10 matches. We got this match. We got Brian Cage versus Ortiz. I believe Tracy Williams is an actor. I believe the Inferno, Sean Dean and Carly Bravo. I'm not sure who they're going against. Yeah, I wouldn't get in a fight with Mark Briscoe either. That's what Cabani said. Shane Taylor. If anyone hasn't seen our interview with O'Shea Edwards, Shane Taylor's faction, Shane Taylor Promotions, member of that group, O'Shea Edwards, did an interview on here. And he talked about if he had any if he was going to be part of the new ROH. So I definitely recommend going back and watching that interview. Well, actually, I cannot recommend. Well, you can go find the live stream, but I haven't put out the separate video yet. But that will be out really, really soon. Yeah, it's really great to hear Shane Taylor. Shane Taylor. It's really great to hear Nigel McGuinness on ROH. Like this feels like the complete commentary team. All three of these guys. And if you watch Supercard of Honor, you could you really know why. Nigel McGuinness brings that. It brings a different feel to the show. It's kind of like Excalibur in a way, but Nigel McGuinness is a little bit more. I won't say better, but he has his different style. Like not everyone has the same style doing commentary. Like everyone has their own touches to that. Not everyone's gonna sound the same. This is probably an obvious winner. Lucha Bros. Mark Briscoe is gonna win this one. But I like how they basically changed everything from the arena from AEW to ROH except the ropes. Well, except that one layer of the ropes that's red. Super kick. And yes, Lucha Bros is the newly crowned ROH Tag Team Champions. They won the Reach for the Sky ladder match. I believe it should have been Aussie Open. That's who I was going for. Uh, yeah, Davis goes Myers, which wasn't ROH. I don't mind them being in ROH, but I feel like they need to build their own roster in ROH. But then again, AEW has so many people that it's hard to use everyone. Dynamite, Rampage, Dark, and Elevation. So ROH is that other show you could do that with, but if they're trying to make them two different companies, and they need to ROH needs to have its own brand, like not necessarily all different wrestlers in AEW, but like I don't know, like if anyone knows what I mean, you know what I mean. Shane Taylor is awesome. Yeah, Shane Taylor is awesome. He had a singles match in ROH not too long ago. Not too long ago against Salius Young, JD Drake. And I heard like this was in Long Island, New York last night. Like I heard like the crowd was kind of tired out once they got to ROH tapings. I don't think they filmed anything before Dynamite except Dark Elevation, but I heard like the crowd was really died out. Not like the show, not like the show was bad, but from Dark Elevation to Dynamite to like the crowd was already dead. Like they were already tired. But from what I can tell, a lot of people stuck around for it. They're doing a live Rampage tonight. That's how they were able to film this tonight. I didn't know Caprice Coleman teamed up with Shane Taylor. Caprice Coleman said that his tag partner is in the ring. I never knew that was his tag partner. It's the more you know. Never knew they teamed up before. Got chops by Mark Briscoe. Oh, that was good. I thought for a minute Mark Briscoe was going to hit one of Lucha Bros, but it was actually Silas Young was the one that he got. We got Hobbs and QT Marshall. Yeah, so this is the problem I have. Like they're promoting like AEW, like they're using ROH leverage for AEW storylines. I feel like now that's what they're doing, which that's fine, but I don't know if it's just this match tonight, then it's okay. But you don't need the whole entire show just used to promote AEW. Like this is just a leverage to promote AEW. So we'll see how the night goes. So far, this match has been very good. Anthony Henry and J.D. Drake and Sally Sung isn't really AEW guys. But Mark Briscoe was said to be all elite, but he's never been added to the roster. Lucha Bros are obviously in AEW. Oh, that was good. J.D. Drake's getting some offense. J.D. Drake puts down Pentagon. Kick by Phoenix. He's very talented, Ray Phoenix. He's probably like one of the best high flyers in the entire world of wrestling. Like, besides, like, there's a lot of good high flyers, like Will Ospreay, Ricochet, Will Ospreay, Ricochet. You got Matt Sydal could be put in that pack. Phoenix. There's a lot of great high flying wrestlers. But Ray Phoenix has got to be in that category, like at least top 10 in the world. Ooh. The double knees by Anthony Henry. They're going to get the win here? That would have been an upset. Like they had the win right there. Like Anthony Henry did his finisher on Mark Briscoe, and like did JD Drake did some offense. Like he had that win. Like if Pentagon wouldn't have broke it up, like that'd have been a huge upset if he would have won. Could you imagine them beating Lucha Bros and Mark Briscoe? That'll be a huge upset. Yeah, that's it. Mark Briscoe gets to win. That was a really good match. I'll just have to show that replay again and get to see that really good. But Mark Briscoe, he got the win for him and Lucha Bros. And that was a really good 6-man tag. Yeah, like that was a really good 6-man tag. A very great opener for the show. About the belts, Derek tells me right here: Lucha Bros versus QT Marshall and Hobbs, which they have been feuding on Rampage. But that's why you should have kept them on Ring of Honor. You should have kept them on AEW and had like the Kingdom or someone else win that. But since Hobbs beat Pentagon and Phoenix for the TNT title 2 weeks in a row, like beat Phoenix one week, then you beat Pentagon the next week. I feel like Lucha Bros will need to win this time to retain. Oh, next match is Shibata versus Christopher Daniels for the ROH Pure Championship. Which, as I said before, Shibata is the newly crowned ROH Pure Champion, and his first title defense as champion is against Christopher Daniels. Now I'm fine with Christopher Daniels being on ROH because he started out his career basically in ROH. Well, if you don't count TNA, it was basically ROH. I was watching some old ROH today on HonorClub, and it was Christopher Daniels versus Brian Kendrick, 2002, like early ROH. They put on a really good match. I seen Brian Danielson and Brian Kendrick was a very good match. It was AJ Styles versus Low Key. Like this was all 2002, and like all those guys now are like in major promotions like AJ Styles WWE, Christopher Daniels AEW, Brian Danielson AEW, multi-time world champion. Uh, yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do with the television championship now and the world title. Who's gonna be the next challengers for that? That should be very interesting to find out. There's new comments. P Dog, thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone watching ROH night. Yep, Thursdays are ROH night. Uh, so another company said another promotion like they own the night, but ROH starts first, so we kind of own the night first. So what was happening there? Yeah, we're still. Anthony, I mean, Davis goes. Anthony Henry is very underrated. Yeah, he is very underrated. Uh, oh, this is for the Pure Championship, and it's a Pure Rules match. Wish they would show the judges again, but it was BJ Wibner, Jerry Lynn, and Dean Malenko, I believe. But as technical wrestling, Dean Malenko was perfect person to have in that. The man of 1,000 holds. Joe as well. Yeah, Joe. I didn't see him on that episode that I watched. Like this was like the very first episodes of ROH. But he had a lot of good matches in ROH with CM Punk, with AJ Styles, I believe. He had some other matches in ROH against Mark Briscoe. Um, yeah, there's a lot of people who started out in ROH. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, Frankie Kazarian. Shibata's definitely winning this one, but it should be a very good it should be a good match. We've seen, believe not last week, but the week before, Matt Sydal and Christopher Daniels in tag team action. I wonder if that was just a one off or they're going to continue that. This is going to be a slower match. I mean, it was a pure championship match, so pure uh, pure championship matches is normally or pure rules matches in general, or normally slower paced matches. If anyone watched the pure rules like the tournament to crown the new champion, it was in like 2020 during the pandemic. It was really really good. Like, there were some really good matches in that. Tracy Williams was in that, and they put on a heck of a match. I think Red Titus was in there too. Like Red Titus and Tracy Williams, in my opinion, like, this new ROH, they've like they're like one of the top tag teams in ROH. Like singles too. Like those two guys are some of the best. We're 3 minutes in. We're into a. I guess it's a figure four leg lock. Yeah, it is a figure four leg lock by Shiva right now. It's great to see Shibata in ROH. Well, this is like kind of like an ROH star at like ROH star only kind of type. Like he's more of an ROH guy. Uh, which that's what you need. Like you need different people, both companies represent both. Not sure what that means, but thanks for watching Aussie Open on the night. I don't think Aussie Open has a match tonight. Now, unless they're involved in some type of backstage interview or something backstage. When I say announce something for next week, they're not involved in this episode at all, really. The last thing they were seen on ROH was during the pay per view last Friday. But I'm sure ROH will be on there sometime this month. Because before ROH, they weren't booked anywhere as a tag team until Tony Khan brought them into ROH and used them there. Uh, so yeah, I bet we'll see Aussie Open more in ROH. I think them beating Lucha Bros would be good, or Aussie or the Kingdom. No, this is a sword type match. We got 8 matches left. Well, 8 matches after this one. Now, Corey Daniels got a submission hold in. P-Dog, which ROH pay-per-view is next? From the previous ROH data, I believe it was called Glory by Honor. Tony Khan hasn't done that one, but the only ones he's done is Supercard of Honor, Death Before Dishonor, and Final Battle. Only 3, but he could definitely add another one. But as of right now, the only one I know is Death Before Dishonor. Which I normally have an anniversary show. ROH does so, but we got ROH TV every week now, so at least we're gonna be getting ROH stuff every week now instead of just for pay-per-views. Now they're both out of submission holds. There's Shibata with some pretty good strikes. Shibata looks like he could really hurt someone. I believe he could be a MMA fighter or something like that if he really wanted to. He's got the size. He's got the wingspan, it looks like. Chops by Daniels. The chops by Daniels isn't even phasing Shibata. Yeah, he's like, give me more. Yeah, this isn't gonna last too much longer. Yeah, he's gonna find it the hard way like Wheeler Yuta did. Yeah, this looks to end pretty soon. Only 7 minutes into this match. This match don't have long. Strikes by Shibata. Looks like one rope break was used by Christopher Daniels. You only get 3 rope breaks each, and like close fist or something like that. German suplex. Or Fishman German suplex. I guess that's what you call it. Yeah, this is it. He's got me like the Samoa Joe's, what's it called? This gotta be it. He can't, there's no way he's getting out of it. Yeah, he got to the rope. What is it called? The Kokyu clutch? That Samoa Joe does. It's kind of like that, where like he sits back, like he has both hands around someone's neck, and then he just sits back, and then he chokes them out. I believe it's called the Kokyu clutch. I believe that's what it's called. I'll leave in the comments if you know what Samoa Joe's submission hold finisher is. That's what Shibata had in. That like he could really like that. That could have been it. But Christopher Daniels used rope break. Now you don't. Yeah, he did close. He did like a clothesline on Shibata, and he's got straight out. Shibata can end this at any point if he wants to. Like this match has no reason to go longer than 15 minutes. Shibata's owning this match. Oh, now the kicks. It's kind of got stiff kicks like Shinsuke Nakamura does. Cool. He's gonna put the submission hold back in. If he puts the submission hold back, sleeper hold. Now this should be it. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Very. That was a good match. Great effort by Christopher Daniels. And Christopher Daniels still going strong, but no one's beaten Shibata for a long, long time. Not anytime soon, at least. Very good victory by Shibata, his first title defense. And Shibata didn't even use one rope break or closed fist or anything. And Christopher Daniels used 2 of his rope breaks. He didn't use anything. He's got 3 left. Code of Honor. Good respect. Shibata could have ended at any point. With those like 9. I wonder if at any point that they've had to use the judges. Like I'm pretty sure they've had to eventually at some point. Really good respect. The match was maybe like 8 or 9 minutes. No, last looked at the timer. Got a Claudio Castagnoli backstage interview. Claudio was right about that. Who do you guys think Claudio should go against for the title next? Well, we didn't really get an answer of who he's going to go against next, but to kind of prove that they're worthy. Who's ROH 6-man champion Brian Cage versus Ortiz? If anyone knows, Brian Cage is my CM Punk's one of my favorite wrestlers, but Brian Cage is my absolute favorite wrestler. And Brian Cage is the ROH 1/3 of the ROH 6-man tag, the ROH 6-man champions. Prince Nana has the belt with him, carrying Brian Cage's belt basically. He's going against Ortiz from Santana and Ortiz, Proud and Powerful, or if that's even still a thing anymore. This match won't last long. I give it tops 2 or 3 minutes. Which, like, if Brian Cage wanted to when he went against Jungle Boy, realistically, he would have won that match within 2 or 3 minutes. A lot of people forgets that he squashed Hangman about 5 minutes on Dynamite. I believe it was in 2020 or 2021. But he squashed Hangman. So if he gets capable of squashing Hangman, he can squash just about anyone. Like Jungle Boy, he could have squashed him twice. This is interesting. When Ortiz coming out, they are using the Proud and Powerful theme song. Like in the beginning when it says Santana and Ortiz. So that's very interesting. So hopefully we get Santana and Ortiz back in AEW. Hopefully they settle their differences and they can, like, I think for the tag titles, like the team that should beat FTR, but I think FTR should have a long reign. I think they should have the titles to like Full Gear or Revolution next year. Like they should lose those titles anytime soon. But the team that should beat them is Santana and Ortiz. I feel like Santana and Ortiz should have won those belts a long time ago. Got Code of Honor in this match, but there's not going to be any honor in this match. Shop Honor. Third match tonight, so we got 7 matches of this. And don't worry, I'm not going to end this early like I did last time. I don't know if I would compare this to David and Goliath. That's what Nigel McGuinness referred it to. There's a lot of fan reaction in this match, better than the first 2 matches that took place. When I asked who Claudio gets next, Davis Goes said Shane Taylor, which would be good, or Mark Briscoe. I actually think Mark Briscoe is going to be the one to beat him for the title. I don't know when they're going to do that. Like they may save it for a pay per view. I don't know how they'll do that, but I feel like he should be the one to beat Claudio. But then again, I really do see Eddie Kingston being ROH champion, world champion. I don't think his time's right now. Cannonball by Ortiz. But I see Eddie Kingston more as a ROH world champion than a AEW world champion. He is not he doesn't fit that he doesn't fit what AEW needs as a world champion. Not that he's a better wrestler or anything, but well, there's a good drop kick. Like AEW is still a very very young company, and like they need their draws. Like for this show coming up in London, it's a perfect example of it. Like they need their draws because to fill out to like a lot of people are saying, can they fill out 90,000? That may not should be the question. Maybe the question should be, can they make a profit? Uh, like if they can at least sell out 50,000 seats, I think they would have done good. I'm not they're gonna get it sold out 90,000. If I have to mute, you know why? Because you hear something in the back. Yeah, Brian Cage has dominated this whole match. Kale Carter, maybe Kingdom in action. I don't think Kingdom's in action, but I did see something from a fan that they were on commentary. So maybe they're on commentary tonight doing something. We'll have to see though what they're going to be doing. It could be tag team action or, but I do know there's one tag team match tonight. Darius Martin's in action. Of course, if anyone's heard about Top Flight from Supercard of Honor, Darius Martin got injured and basically tore his ankle foot to shreds. Like his foot was on the other side where it's supposed to be. Which hopefully he gets better and a speedy recovery to him. Because it seems that Top Flight is just, I hate to say it, but a little bit injury prone. Uh, both of them. Uh, but now it's just a reversal effect. You know, Darius Martin has always been the one to get injured. Now it's the reversal effect, and Dante's the one injured. Now, but at least we got Darius a little bit being singles action, but I don't think they'll ever be tag champions as long as that keeps happening. Like in ROH or AEW, I don't think they'll. I don't think they'll. The cycles say, but I don't think they'll ever get the opportunity to be tag team champions if, like, they're not going to put them on them if they feel like they're going to be injury prone. They need to at least go 6 months to a year, like 6 to 8 months, I'd say, without any injuries to prove that if they put the titles on them, then they'd be able to go. Ortiz and Bink Cage, Caprice in this match. Oh, that's a good diving DDT though, but Ortiz. But what was I talking about before? I had to mute. Oh, the London show. Uh, like they need their biggest draws. Like that's when they really, I still would desperately need CM Punk because if they can at least get 50 to 60,000 people in there, then they would have been done good. They also need to make a profit too. It's not just about selling it out because I've heard a lot of stories of WWE selling out arenas, but they didn't make a profit off the event. No, that's hard to believe, but it's true sometimes. So like Eddie Kings, if Eddie Kingston was champion going into that pay per view, they wouldn't sell. They wouldn't come close to 90,000. They'd come close to maybe 5,000, close to 10,000. Uh, so guys like CM Punk, Adam Cole, MJF, Kenny Omega, Hangman, Jericho, Sting, Moxley, I don't know if I said him already. Uh, Guys like that need to be your world champion. Uh, I could see someone like Jungle Boy becoming world champion before Eddie Kingston. Is GMS by Brian Cage. This is the beginning of the end. I don't think you're going to. Could. No, that's what I thought. He's going to do the kind of a suplex, but he like kind of like a power driver. There's a pretty decent match with Brian Cage and Ortiz though. Last time I remember them being in the same ring was an Impact. I wouldn't be doing all this. The Brian Cage should just put this all together. It has got to be the beginning of the end. Super kick by Brian Cage. Yep, he's going to do the suplex from the ropes to the inside. Damn. He reversed that whole thing into a power bomb to Brian Cage. There we go. Drill claw. That's what it's called. Brian Cage got the. Brian Cage picked up the win with the drill claw. Brian Cage didn't get much offense in that match. Ortiz looked really good in that match, which is good by Brian Cage if he chose to do that because Ortiz is not a thing anymore. There's not much to do with him right now until Santana comes back. So to give him some type of offense in this match is good. But Brian Cage picks up the win. Hey, so the next match, as we talked about earlier, Darius Smart had a match tonight. Next match is Jay Lethal versus Darius Smart in a singles match. And yes, who was asking about the Kingdom? Kingdom is on the commentary team. It's on commentary right now. Maria, Mike Bennett, and Matt Taven, three of them together. Jay Lethal should pick up the win here. I feel like. Sanjay Dutt and something by Jay Lethal. So at the matchup, Jay Lethal getting some offense in first. This might gonna be a really high fly match, mainly by Darius Martin. That's one of the top flight's biggest weaknesses. They're doing a lot of these high fly moves in every single one they're matched, and it's clearly they're gonna have to readjust their move set because they've gotten injured both of them so many times that you're never gonna get focused on. You're never gonna win the tag titles. You're never gonna go farther than where you're at, where you've been at. It's good move by Darius Smart from the top rope. Oh, yep, that backfires. Especially in like Royal Rumble matches, like Battle Royal matches, like that backfires high flying because if you get on the ropes, I can just push you off. Especially if you want a chance of winning. Jay Lethal with the Suicida. I feel like guys like AJ Styles and mainly AJ Styles will tell you that it's really like a lot of the high flying stuff he's done over the years. He'll tell you firsthand that it's good to readjust your moveset because he doesn't do all the high flying moves he used to do. And now I'm not dissing Top Flight as a team, but I do want to see them as tag champions, but they're never going to be tag champions unless they readjust their moveset. They've gotten injured so many times. Chibuto going to go for a figure four, and it's going to be reversed by Darius into a pin. I can't remember who went through his tables, but like Darius, Dante, and this other guy went through tables, and they used to like four tables, like two, like four tables all together. When they went crashing, they went crashing. This is the first time ROH has been in New York in years. They're now Long Island, New York for this one. There's not good reversals by Darius Martin. Also, they do have good reversals. It's a good move by Darius Martin. So if I can't name off these moves, as they go by so quick, and some moves I know what they're called, but some I don't. I try to listen to the commentary to hear what they're called to get used to them. P Dog, or I should go back to Universal. Yeah, they went to Universal for four. Well, like they went for 2 days, but they filmed a total for they take the total matches worth for four shows. So they have four episodes at Universal, which is they're like 40 something matches that expanded through all four episodes. Then now episode five, six, right, six, right? Yeah, five and six has been before and after. Well, five was before and after Dynamite, and this one tonight is after Dynamite last night. Ooh, that would have been a good lethal injection, but that was a good reversal. I love the lethal injection. Super kick. Jay Lethal's fixing to put it away. Oh, well, technically, That was weird. He went for like the cutter, but oh, that was a good move. I want to see the actual uh, lethal injection, like going off the ropes, like a back off the ropes, and then going towards the setting up the cutter. But yeah, they spent 4 weeks at Universal, but only Tony Khan basically he basically loved them being at Universal, and he felt like the crowd really loved ROH there. So I think ROH will be back at Universal because eventually it's gonna get tired doing like ROH, Dynamite, and Rampage and ROH, or doing ROH, Dynamite, and Rampage and ROH. And then sometimes you gotta do the Dark Elevation. This is a lot. So when you tape Dark, Universal do it like they did this last time. Do ROH as well. Yep, lethal injection. That's it. Jay Lethal got it. 1, 2, 3. Jay Lethal picks up the win. But Matt Taven kind of costed Darius Martin that match. The Kingdom. Well, Matt Taven mostly. He kind of costed him that match. So that wasn't really a clean match. But nevertheless, Jay Lethal did pick up the win. Jay Lethal and Claudio will be pretty good. They're both heels, but Claudio's kind of a face on ROH and more of a heel on AEW. So you might could pull that off. Guess they'll still continue the story with Top Flight and the Kingdom, but I wonder how they're going to do that without Dante, not unless they have AR Fox and and Darius together. Because they're a trio, so they could technically put AR Fox with Darius in the meantime to continue this feud. But we'll see. Whose jacket is that? That looks like Sanjay Dutt's jacket on that Mike Bennett is trying to put on. They're both. Yep. Yep. It's not Darius Martin's jacket. That's gonna be a new thing. You watch that. That's gonna be their new entrance. Done. Both having a jacket over each other. Here's the tag match: the Infantry versus Rouge and Jalistico. So Rouge and Jalistico must be a full-time team in ROH. Uh, I love the Infantry. But Jalistico, uh, who is well, tomorrow night's Friday. It's Friday, but it's Rampage, and then it's kind of doubleheader. They're both live. Rampage live and Battle of the Belts live. It's Battle of the Belts 6. And speaking of, yeah, P Dog is he on Battle of the Belts 6? Jalistico is on ROH. I mean, Jalistico will be on Battle of the Belts 6. He will be going against Orange Cassidy for the International Championship. I thought they should have put him against someone else. No, he's not. It should be a good match. It's the International Championship, but they could have put him against someone a little bit better than that. I feel like it should have been him and Kip Sabian again, but this time Kip Sabian actually winning. Uh, and then, but Rampage looks a little better than Battle of the Belts. This might be the last Battle of the Belts if they are going to have a Saturday show every week, because there will be no time to do that. Battle of the Belts. Like JD Cargill, Billy Starks. Billy Starks should be mainly on ROH, not Battle of the Belts, because it seems like every Jade title defense is underwhelming. Like, I believe with the last one, it was the last Battle of the Belts was like Jade and Sky Blue, Willow. Then it was Red Velvet. Well, not necessarily on Battle of the Belts, but Red Velvet, and then some jobber on Rampage one time. And she went against She's winning against Leela Gray. Uh, it's just people that you already know she's going to beat. And like, she has this undefeated streak, but most of everyone she's won against has been jobbers. So there's not really a a streak to brag about. Uh, I'm just ready for her to lose the TBS championship. Uh, it's supposed to give the women more stories, but it's only given like Jade more stories really, and half the people that she goes against isn't even signed. Next, Sky Blue isn't technically signed to AEW. She's not on the roster. Billy Starks isn't signed. But Billy Starks should be on ROH more because that I feel like she'd get more of a spotlight there than AEW. Because see, like right here, she is just going to be a jobber against Jade. I give it tops a 5 minute match, maybe 6 minutes. The TV style is supposed to help the women get more TV time, more opportunities, and it hasn't been that. Uh, the TBS champion has mainly been an afterthought. Uh, if I were them, I know I love Chris Statlander, but if she's not able to make it back until at least Double or Nothing, then I'll have Ty Valkyrie beat her. And then if you want to have Chris Statlander beat Ty Valkyrie, that would be good. But I gotta take the belt off of her eventually. But uh, in the ring, we got the Infantry versus Rush and Drostico. Uh, Rush and Drostico should be mainly in ROH, but I wonder how they'll do that with Rouge going for the AEW International Championship. This isn't going to end well. Then like trying to hug each other, and that's the perfect setup to win a match. It's not really smart by Sean Dean. It was because like his chops in this match, especially by Drostico. If anyone didn't know, Drostico is the original Sin Cara in WWE. And then they basically recast the character when he left. I think he got fired or something. I don't know what exactly happened there. PL Rouge as Punch can't be good. Yeah, him as international and all in it, whatever you want to call it. He would be good as all in champion or international. But they're gonna have him on AEW a little bit more and have him pick up some wins to get a title shot because ROH wins doesn't count towards AEW wins because it's two different companies. Which Tony kind of said that that's what it is, but clearly a little bit not since there's people showing from both brands. But there is that type of a crossover, it seems like. But Roosh needs to go against, like, say, on Rampage, go against Matt Sydal. Maybe on Dynamite, go against, I don't know. Put Roosh against, say, Matt Sydal, you could put him against. AR Fox, you could put him against. Uh, Maybe you could put him against Trent in a one-on-one match. Maybe at least 5 matches in a row he needs to win. Then then Roosh could win it. Uh, I've been thinking Will Ospreay might win it. Oh, Jessica picks with the win. That was kind of a squash match. That match didn't last long at all. It's kind of a not smart by Sean Dean to fall for that with Drostico like holding up his hand and hugging and yep. Roosh and Drostico pick up the win. That was an okay match, but that was a tag match. ROH is doing good tag, doing good with their tag team division. Oh, up next is Tracy Williams versus Daniel Garcia. As I said before, Tracy Williams and Rick Ty has been putting on very good matches on ROH Weekly. This time we got Tracy Williams in a one-on-one match against Daniel Garcia. Tracy Williams should definitely win this match. I wonder if uh, Timothy Thatcher will be back in ROH. She was on ROH that 1 week against Wheeler Yuta. And after that, that was it. Some is Clark Connors. I wonder if those guys are going to come back. Zack Sabre Jr. was on ROH one time, but Tony Khan did say there was going to be New Japan involvement. Um, but Timothy Thatcher isn't really New Japan. I like to see Matt Taven. I mean, Trent Seven and Timothy Thatcher on ROH exclusively. I feel like they would get used more. It would create more opportunities for ROH to become its own brand again, which not everyone needs to cross over, but it's okay to have some people AEW and ROH. This should be interesting. Sports and don't bring that sports entertainment into ROH. Yep, no code of honor by Daniel Garcia. Yeah, Rick of Honor basically like the Lucha Bros versus Hobbs and QT Marshall ROH stars. So it's kind of them promoting AEW, but also promoting ROH in a sense. Like the Orange Cassidy and Jericho and the tag match with Lucha Bros for the ROH tag titles. It's basically them promoting ROH in a sense. Since Rick of Honor said like that, like ROH stars on AEW. So Jericho and Lucha Bros. I might spend that. Yeah, Athena's match. She's going against. She's going against, but she's going against. I can't remember her name, but she's going against someone for the ROH Women's Championship. What else do we got tonight? We don't have many matches after this one. I think Tony Nese is in action. I think it might be Tony Nese and Nakeshita in a singles match. Think the Righteousness might be in a match. The Righteousness, Vincent and Dutch returned at Supercard of Honor with the Dark Order when Dark Order beat no Stu Grayson. He beat Slim J, I believe, and they came out. Which they were supposed to be WWE bound, but apparently that didn't happen. Got at least 3 matches left. I can think of. Is Nigel a heel commentator? Shot by Daniel Garcia. I'm going for Tracy Williams to win this match. Something tells me that Daniel Garcia is going to cheat to win, but I'm going for Tracy Williams. That was a good hammerlock suplex by Tracy Williams. Clothesline from the turnbuckle. It's going to go for a flying DDT. What we're going to do here? That backfired. But and by the way, we will be back here from the Elite Zone tomorrow night for AEW Rampage live reaction and Battle of the Belts live reaction. Uh, Same time as always, Rampage. So we'll be back to back, and we will be doing both. And it sounds like it will be our last Battle of the Belts reaction. Uh, that's what it seems like. That might be the last Battle of the Belts. Because they're going to do Saturday show, then there wouldn't be no need for Battle of the Belts ever anymore. AEW Collision, there'll be no need for that. But yeah, flipped off the crowd. Yeah, like he's gonna go get in the ring, get something, but then comes out. He's getting the crowd into it. Like there was one match earlier, I said the crowd was getting into it. This match, he had like the entire crowd flipping him off. Trying to get the fans into it. That's good to see a wrestler trying to hate on the fans to get them into it. Yep. Yeah, this is a pure heel match by Daniel Garcia. Shot by Tracy Williams. Good forearms. Open on ROH more, we get like triple threat matches and fatal four ways and top rope. Oh, I don't know what that move was, but it's kind of like a one, two, damn. I don't know what you would call it. It's kind of like a paradigm shift, but his head landed on the can on the turnbuckle, top turnbuckle, and then rope break. Yeah, Daniel Garcia's probably gonna win this, I bet. But I like how in ROH, Daniel Garcia has like his own entrance theme song compared to the JSA on AEW. Damn. Yep, Daniel Garcia picks up the win. That was a good match though. That was a really good fun match. Damn. Yeah, Daniel Garcia basically cheated that whole match. Who we get Rhett Titus next week? Or Tracy Williams, Rhett Titus, both in a tag match. Let's see Russian Juristico versus Tracy Williams, Rhett Titus. I thought they would put on a really good match. All honor to Ocho. Yeah. Kind of Warner doesn't want Jericho on ROH. Women's action. Notorious Mimi versus Will Nightingale. Will's going to win this one easily. There's two women's matches normally on ROH TV. On every ROH weekly show, at least two women's matches. We're going to see the Renegade Twins again on ROH. Like I think they're on Elevation or something, or on Dark or something of AEW. I've seen here recently, like they did something with AEW, but I want to see them more on ROH. Like people like that, I thought they would get more focused on in ROH, like the Renegade Twins, Sky Blue. Uh, there's a few others too I'm missing. But a lot of them would get focused more in ROH, like Billy Starks, Taurus Mimikons, like Kylan King. Kylan King would have been so good in ROH, but she is signed to Impact now. Dina is the main event tonight versus Yamashita. And I'm not saying that right, probably, but Willow as next, well, next Raw Women's champ. I could definitely see that her beating Athena. Also, this Notorious. I don't know what the last name is. Notorious. She's definitely got a character. It seems like. So not many people these days have a character. It was a good springboard. Will's obviously gonna win this match, but uh, it's good to see these women, or these newer women in ROH, to potentially use them more in ROH. That's probably it. Yeah, it's like that's Willow's kind of like a football tackle out of nowhere. Once she does that, you know it doesn't have much longer. Power 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Willow picks up the win. And they should use Notorious Mimi. What is her last name? A little bit more ROH. I believe Tridora picked up a win when they were in Universal, so you'd think they'd put Tridora on ROH more. I can't remember who she beat. I believe Billy Starks. Yep, the Righteous is next in ROH. The Righteous versus I don't know who they're going against. They had like kind of like cop costumes on, and the Righteous return at ROH Supercard of Honor. There's only two of them though. It was the main one, Vincent and Dutch. I believe his name is. They were supposed to be WWE bound. I believe like they were at NXT one night in the crowd. That went nowhere. Once Vince probably got back in there, a lot of people just said the heck with it. Well, it's good to see another tag team in ROH, the Righteousness. So they're constantly building, they're constantly getting more tag teams. Because right now in ROH, you got the Kingdom, you got Aussie Open, Rush and Drolistico, the Infantry, Lucha Bros. Um, who else am I forgetting? Tracy Williams, Rick Titus. Get the Righteousness now. I don't know if I'm forgetting a few others. The Workhorseman, if you needed him. But ROH's tag team division is constantly evolving now. Yeah, their opponents is definitely odd. They definitely have a character. I don't know what it's based on, but it honestly looks like Steve Burns. That plays Blues Clues almost what the stuff they're wearing. This is gonna be a squash match. This isn't gonna get Dutch close on them both. Yeah, Dutch is fixing to destroy both of them. Vincent might not have to then tag in. Never mind, he's going to tag in even though he doesn't. He wouldn't need to. Clothesline again. That was a good move. Leg drop. Shoulder tackle. Clothesline. There's a lot of clotheslines by Dutch in this. Yeah, Palmer tried to get in the ring and just pushed him off. Vincent is very unusual. Remember in Impact when he was there, he was to come off with no shoes. Uh, that's it. Yeah, Vincent got the pin. There's two other ones that's in this group. There's a woman and another guy in there. They make a trio because they're trios champions. And Don Castle and the boys beat them, become the new ROH champions. Then it was from them to the embassy. But I've seen Don Castle a little bit too on ROH. Tony Nese and Coach Keshta. Uh, David, glad Vincent is back in ROH. Yeah, it's good to see him back in ROH. I'm glad he didn't sign with WWE. That probably would have been a disaster, especially now looking back. I feel bad for everyone that signed back when the talk Triple H was going to be taking full responsibility, but we see how that went. I wonder why Josh Woods isn't in action as much. It's normally just Tony Nese and Davari now. Maybe he's injured or something. Smart, not just as Smart Mark has the most money, most money in the world. There's other tag team in ROH, Rohit Raju and Jorah Joel was with Matt Hardy a little bit. Rohit Raju and Impact. They're in ROH a little bit too. This should be a really good match with Tony Nese and Nakeshita. Fourth so far. I believe Mr. Jacobs said it a few weeks ago that Tony Nese is very, very underrated. I believe he could be a TNT champion. Uh, if they really wanted him to be, he could. Tombstone? Tombstone by Keshta. One, two. Wow, that'd have been a fast match. Who would have did it that many seconds? Tombstone. This looks like a little bit 205 Live to me. Hearing Nigel McGuinness and Tony Nese, Ari Davari. Like this feels a little bit like 205 Live. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Oh, German suplex, reverse, double stop. Is Tony just gonna pick up the win? One, two, no. That's too good to be true. I'd like to see Tony Nese pick up a win. Takeshi is gonna win this match, probably. Yeah, he's won by the German suplex. One, two, three. I love that move by Takeshita. As well as Charlie Haas and Chad Gable use it. Like they roll over, they come up and do the German suplex. Very, very good move. Takeshita picks up the win. That was a really, really good match. Might be one of the best matches tonight. Nigel doesn't wrestle anymore, I don't believe. But he is a really good commentator. If he doesn't, 2 careers. There's the code of honor. That's interesting because Tony is kind of a heel. I think the main event is next. Yep, main event is next. Athena versus Mashta. Miyu Yamashita. It's great that they're giving the women the main event in ROH. I could be wrong, but is this the first time in ROH history? I could totally be wrong, but is this the first time in ROH history that the women is main evented? I could totally be wrong about this, but from watching past ROH, they didn't really push women's wrestling heavily. It took them a while just to get a women's division. Now, like, let alone a title. I could be totally wrong about that, but I never seen them push women's wrestling as much in ROH. I know towards the end, the last era of ROH, Maria was over it, and they had Chelsea Green, Deanna Perrazzo, Will Nightingale. There's some other ones there. Angelina Love. Uh, but I don't remember the main eventing ever. Like when ROH does their women's, I mean their when ROH goes back to Universal Studios and they do like only ROH tapings, I feel like they should bring back Women of Honor and have like bring back Betta Scott and have Maria Kanellis do the commentary and have like I don't know like two or three women's matches for like an Honor Club exclusive or something. But that would be pretty good. I like Billy Starks. Uh, I don't know. There's a lot of people you could use. Renegade Twins. I really like Dance Theme Song. Sounds a little bit like Evanescence. If anyone knows who that is. Uh, David and Athena's a great champion. Yeah, so far she's been a really good champion. Her reign as champion. It's really took enough in a better light once ROH started that weekly. Rampage to T. I guess that means Rampage tomorrow. Yes, there will be Rampage tomorrow. Then we'll also be doing about 6 tomorrow. They're back to back, so we're doing both of them, and it's going to be our last Bouts reaction. As I know, most of they're not going to be doing that anymore. July, there's going to be a third weekly show, AEW Collision. There'll be no need to keep all the belts going on. That doesn't mean I can't ever return, but 6 might be the final one. They'll probably all be available for AEW streaming service, but which all of them was an hour, so 6 hours of more content. But in the long run, AEW Collision would be better because every week you're getting using more talent. A lot of quick kicks and smash. No, that's good. That's a kick by Yamashita, I believe that's her name. Got a little bit involved in this match, but you can tell, I can definitely tell that the crowd has kind of died down. A lot of good kicks by Yamashita. What was her name? Ooh, Suicida by Athena on the outside. Well, Athena's done, I guess. She's trying to leave. Which, if she does get counted out, she's still the champion. You can't lose a championship with under a DQ finish. But then again, AEW has different rules. So, like last night, the referee seeing the guns low below FTR, and referee seeing it did nothing. At least look away, like it's some kind of distraction for him not to see it. Look stupid, like not calling it, because you know you don't need to call that because you know the finish of the match, and you don't want to end the match right there. Because if you do, you could be mad. But some people tell you to, if they do it, you got to call it. But then again, you don't want to make the wrestlers mad. I'm a referee, so I get all that confusion. Oh, there's a Priest Coleman just says that there's 20 counts in ROH, so that's different. That's a good move on the outside by they're up on the stage. She did like a AA to Athena on the concrete. Mike Posey has relaxed the ropes. Yeah, relax the rules. Oh, that was a good move. Cannonball on the outside. Davis. There is no rules made. Yeah, there is no. I agree with that. Like, there's table spots and there's no disqualification. There's low blows, no disqualification. I don't know if they're free saying the last night when one of the guns hit FTR with the belt, but that could have been a disqualification. You don't want to call it, but don't do it because like you're just making referees look stupid, not calling those. Like it sucks to like everyone makes us like why like you like us fans like watching like we're looking at them like they're stupid because we're not calling DQs because realistically in a match that would be a disqualification. So it's always been in wrestling. Not unless you want to address new rules in AEW. There's been no like addressing like here are the new rules in AEW. This is what we're gonna go by. None of that. So it's just making everyone look stupid as refs. covered by Masha. That was a good one. This has been a really good women's match. Miyu has a lot of good kicks. Like her kicks are very, very quick. 2 minutes left in this match. This is the main event. I'm pretty sure Athena is going to retain. That would have been a good one. That looked like Aleister Black or Aleister Black, Malachi Black's finisher. Athena's got the submission hold. Never rolled it over. Yeah, that's it. She's got the top. No, she's gonna put her to sleep. She's gonna put her to sleep. No, she's still fighting. This match has gotta be over pretty soon. Yeah, she's not gonna last too much longer. She's either gonna pass out or tap out. I think that might be it. That's it. Yep. Athena Athena successfully defends her ROH Women's Championship. She has defeated Yamashita. That was a very, very good match. Probably the best match on the card tonight. I'm gonna forget any kind of preview before the end of the show of who. Well, I doubt it, but Rakpani was like, "Who's next in line?" She's already beaten Athena. She's already beaten Willow Nightingale. She's already beaten Mercedes Martinez. It's gonna be a code of honor. Yeah, just much stuff. She's gonna hit her. And she said not to last minute. Well, she has cutie guard too. I'm gonna hit everybody. And that is it for ROH. The ROH live reaction tonight. Total of 10 matches. 10 matches can sometimes be a lot. But HonorClub is definitely worth getting. If you want a lot of wrestling, ROH is definitely 10 matches on every show so far, 9 or 10 matches on every taping, for that first 6 episodes of this new era of Ring of Honor. But yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight. I'm looking on ROH, been giving it like 9, 8 out of 10. I'm gonna give tonight's an 8.5 out of 10. I believe last week I gave it 9, but this week was okay. It was still good. I just didn't see one of those high profile matches like Aussie Open and stuff like that. But the Tracy Williams and Daniel Garcia match was good. The opening match was good. The main event was good. It's great to see Shane Taylor. The Righteousness is back. Brian Cage is on the night. That was great to see Brian Cage. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the ROH live reaction. We will be back tomorrow night for our AEW Rampage live reaction. And then battled about 6 right after. There'll probably be more people than just me that then. Yeah, definitely check out the All Elite Zone in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Spotify, and Podbean. As I mentioned before, the O'Shea Edwards interview will be on our YouTube channel as a separate video very, very soon. So if you just want to check out that video of the interview. But yeah, definitely subscribe down below. We're at 321 subscribers. We're gaining subscribers every day. So tell your friends about this channel, your family. Yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow for our AEW Rampage and Battle About 6 reaction.